Hey guys, welcome back to Talking with JoJo, where we go over what's really going on. And I'm coming to you guys today with this is a heavy story for me. The last time I did a Matthew Perry update video, they were looking into possible criminal suspects in his unaliving, and now they have made 5 arrests. So I did get some messages from my followers, which thank you all so much for requesting this story. They wanted to know my thoughts on it. So I wanted to also say thank you because it's an honor to come here, and I really love this community that we're building. We're almost 8,000 strong. It's the biggest community I've ever had on an app anywhere, and I'm really excited about it, and I love it. So thank you all so much who keep reaching out and asking for questions and asking for lives, and I really appreciate everybody. But anywho, so Matthew Perry, this is a disaster. Not really for the police in this case because they did a fabulous job, and the DEA did a fabulous job, but this is so sad to me because I think I said it in my last video. I also got some negativity on that last video. Some people weren't really fans of Matthew Perry, so I'm going to be easy with how I go about this. I genuinely really liked him. And when I read his book, it opened my eyes up to a lot of things. And, he had an influence on me to, change my surroundings, change my environment, make things better, because he was doing it. And I admired him when he was on Friends. So to hear the news that 5 people have been arrested in assisting him with pretty much unaliving himself, it was really, really hard to see that. So I wanted to take a day to make sure that I could come here and give you guys all the facts as I see them. So here's the deal, guys. Okay, so in Matthew Perry's book, he talks a lot about treatment for opioid addiction. And the main treatment at that time that he was receiving was ketamine. What we didn't know was he was receiving a lot more ketamine than he was supposed to have been receiving because of these two, Dr. Mark Chavez and Dr. Salvador Plasencia. Because of them, they were prescribing him illegal ketamine. They were leaving bottles on the counter. They were giving him more infusions than they possibly thought he could tolerate. Why? I'm going to tell you why. I wonder how much this moron will pay, says Dr. P to Dr. C, because I'm not saying their names again. It was all for money. So this man is no longer here, and he was a sick man. He was sick. I mean, he had a lot of issues. We all knew that. Anybody in Hollywood knew that. But these people, all they cared about was profiting off of him. I wonder how much this moron will pay. It's disgusting. Then you have this one involved. Yasmin Sanga, whatever. She's known as the Ketamine Queen. Now, how did she get that title? Now, if you guys remember correctly, in my last video, I did state that Brooke Mueller was involved in this somehow, but we didn't know how far involved she was yet. Now, Brooke Mueller is Charlie Sheen's ex-wife. Apparently, Matthew Perry introduced them to each other. I never knew that, but, she's been a known person that has been known to abuse substances for years. And look who their dealer was, the Ketamine Queen. Really? So apparently Brooke did work with law enforcement entities and cooperated in the case. She had nothing to do with giving him ketamine or getting him ketamine, but they all traveled in the same circles, and they were all in rehab together at one point. So it's disgusting. Really? The Ketamine Queen? So during the Ketamine Queen's arrest, she says, "Oh, I didn't force anybody to take drugs." Really? So you charging Matthew Perry $2,000 for a vial of ketamine that you knew was dangerous for his well-being didn't make him want to buy drugs from you? It's called coercion, lady. You coerced him. You knew he was sick, and you profited off of it. You're a bad human. Now, according to this article, Eric Fleming, who was a Hollywood producer and worked with Scarlett Johansson, was also involved in helping Maddie get ketamine. So now you got 4 people. This is not good, but I'm going to tell you the worst part. Sorry, this pic is a little more blurrier than I wanted, but see that guy up there with the glasses on, bald? Yeah, that's Kenny Imasa, Matthew's longtime assistant for over 30 years, who was not a trained medical professional, was in business with all 3 of these people, making money. He lived in his house, basically took care of him, shot him up with ketamine whenever he wanted it. Actually, the day he passed, he gave him 7 shots of ketamine, then went out and did errands. What did you think was going to happen, dude? This guy is disgusting. You know, it's sad because at the end of the day, Matty Perry only wanted to be known as helping people. He didn't want his legacy to be forever Chandler Bing. And, you know, I think at least in this case, what I can say is a good thing is that these people are going to pay for their crimes and justice will be served. But it's just a shame it had to end like this. And for Matthew Perry especially, I know he was sick. I know he really struggled with his sobriety for a really, really long time. And this was not the way he deserved to have to go out. Also, I want to give a shout out to all the TikTokers and YouTubers who noted this photo. And at the time, I was kind of like, I don't really know if it really was, there was any kind of like, you know, foul play or anything. But when I read Matthew Perry's book, he did state in it that when he was not clean, he was Batman. So when he was high, he was Batman. And then he would call himself Matman. Now this picture was taken a week before he passed, and he was calling himself Matman. So that alerted a lot of fans and other creators to say they thought they may have been foul play involved. Now, is that really the case? You know, did that lead to this investigation? I don't think so. I think they kind of knew about it all along, but, you know, people were on it. They knew. And by October of 2023, this man had bought over $55,000 worth of ketamine from these physicians, from the ketamine queen, and it was all being administered to him. It's sad. So at the end of the day, what I'm going to say to this is, I hope all 5 of you go to jail for the rest of your lives. I really do. I think you all deserve it. I think you are all selfish, terrible people, and you need to pay for your crimes. Absolutely. Those are my thoughts. Matthew Perry, I hope you finally are resting in peace, knowing that there is going to be some justice served. People are going to be held accountable for their actions, finally. So anywho, that's it for today's edition, guys. Might do a live about this at some point over the weekend, but I have more coming too. Have a good one, everybody. Happy Friday. And again, please subscribe, like, follow, share for more updated true crime, pop culture, daily content from yours truly. I bring you the news when I can see it, when I see it. And we'll talk soon. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks you all for watching. Bye.